Hello, sixth grade cowboys and cowgirls. Here's your lesson 1.2 on comparing and ordering integers. Again, make sure you take good notes and write down as much as possible, and I'll be checking these notes on Wednesday. So, comparing positive and negative integers. The Westfield Soccer League ranks its teams using a number called the win-loss combined record. A team with more wins than losses will have a positive combined record, and a team with fewer wins than losses will have a negative combined record. The table shows the total win-loss combined record for each team at the end of the season. So here's your table with the teams and their win-loss records. So let's graph these. It says on A, the win-loss combined record for each team on the number line. So the Sharks are 0. The Jaguars are +4. The Badgers are -4. The Tigers are -6. The Cougars are +2. Hawks are -2. And the Wolves are +6. So it says, which team had the best record in the league? How do you know? Well, it's the +6, which is the Wolves, because that's the highest number. Okay. Then it says, which team had the worst record? Well, that would be the smallest number, which in this case is a -6, which is the Tigers, because it's the smallest number. Okay. So now we're going to talk about ordering positive and negative numbers. So it says Fred recorded the following golf scores during his first week at the golf academy. In golf, the player with the lowest score wins the game. So graph Fred's scores on the number line and then list the numbers in order from least to greatest. So they already plotted them on the graph here with the blue dots. So then it says read from left to right, and that would put them in order from least to greatest. So -5 would be first, just like it shows. Then -3, then -2, -1, 0, and then 3 and 4. So these numbers are in order from least to greatest. So it says graph the values in each table on a number line, then list the numbers in order from greatest to least. All right, so we've got to plot a -5, a +4, a 0, a -3, a -6, and a +2. So now we want these in order from greatest to least now. So that means we want to go right to left. So the greatest number is 4, followed by 2, and then 0, and then -3, -5, -6. Now this again is ordered from greatest to least. All right, so number 3 says we've got to plot these numbers. So +9, -1, -6, +2, -10, 0, 5, and 8. Again, we want these greatest to least. So starting with the greatest number is 9, followed by 8, and then 5, and then 2, 0, -1, -6, -10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So those are in order again from greatest to least. Let's talk about inequalities. So writing an inequality. Again, inequalities are greater than and less than. So let's talk about an example here using inequality. It says in 2005, Austin, Texas received 51 inches in annual precipitation. In 2009, the city received 36 inches in annual precipitation. In which year was there more precipitation? So graphing them on a number line, 51 would be here and 36 here, so 51 is larger, obviously. So to write the inequality, you would say 51 is greater than 36. There's actually another way you can write it. you can write it as 36 is less than 51, which is the same thing. So here B says write two inequalities to compare -6 and 7. So you can say that -6 is less than 7, or you could say 7 is greater than -6. So you write two inequalities to compare -9 and -4. So -4 is greater than -9. Remember, the more negative the number is, the smaller it is. So -4 is greater than -9, and -9 is less than -4. So then let's talk about your turn here. It says compare right greater than or less than. Use the number line to help you. Okay. So -10 is less than -2, because see, -10 is here and -2 is here. So -2 is to the right of it, so it's obviously greater than that. So -10 is less than -2. -6 is less than a +6 because it's left. It's obviously any number that's negative is less than any number that's positive. -7 is greater than -8 because -7 is here, -8 is here. -7 is to the right of -8, making it greater. Write two inequalities to compare -2 and -18. Well, we know that -2 is greater than -18 and that -18 is less than -2. Write two inequalities to compare 39 and -39. 39 is greater than -39. Another way to write it would be -39 is less than 39. Okay, more examples. So let's look at these. It says graph the temperature for each city on the number line. So let's do that. You got -9, you got 10, a +10, you got a -2, you got a 0, and you got a +4. Which city was coldest? Coldest would be the smallest number. The coldest would be smallest. So -9, which is city A. Which city was warmest? That would be the +10, which is city B. Okay, next it says list the numbers in order from least to greatest. So we can do that. We know that -9 in this case is the smallest, so we'll start with it, followed by -6, followed by -3, then 0, then 1, and 4, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, we got them all on there. Okay, again, least to greatest. So it would be -65 first, -13, -7. Let's mark those out. Then +7 would be next, then 34, then 55, then 62. Okay. Next, write two inequalities to compare -17 and -22. So we know that -17 is greater than -22, or -22 is less than -17. All right, next is compare, and they're going to write less than or greater than. So -9 is less than a +2. 0 is less than a +6. 3 is greater than a -7. 5 is greater than a -10. -1 is greater than -3. -8 is less than a -4. -4 is less than a +1. And a -2 is greater than a -6. Okay, remember you can pause and catch up if you need to. So let's compare the temperatures for the following cities. So Alexandria and Winona. Alexandria is -3. Winona is a +2. So we know that -3 is less than +2. So Redwood Falls is 0. International Falls is -4. 0 is greater than -4. Okay. So that concludes our lesson on comparing and ordering integers. Again, take the best notes you can. We'll be checking them on Wednesday.